Arizona deploying the National Guard to help combat the state's spiraling crisis at our southern border.
The mayor of Yuma also declaring a local emergency as thousands of migrants have flooded the city within just the last 5 days.
And he joins us now with the latest on the situation on the ground. Mayor of Yuma, Douglas Nichols. Mayor, it's so great to have you on the show. First of all, Merry Christmas and welcome. I have many friends in Yuma, and they have been telling me for a long time that things were going very badly. But it seems like there's a new low in the crisis. So tell me what's happening and how your community is dealing with it.
Well, we're currently in some unprecedented waters here. Up to this point, this last year, we had a very contained situation. Border Patrol and ICE were able to work with some nonprofits and bring people through the system without really a whole lot of impact to the community. Well, last weekend, we had those 6,000 people came over a 4-day period, which overwhelmed the Border Patrol system. And so people were waiting at the border for Border Patrol to pick them up for almost a day, day and a half. And so they just started walking through town and doing what they need to do, take care of humanitarian issues, water, food, shelter, on their way to try to find the Border Patrol station. So that really caused the community a little bit of chaos, but really what the purpose of the declaration is to make sure we're not the epicenter of a humanitarian crisis that could be quickly developing.
Mr. Mayor, based on your calculation, why is this happening? Why now? Why this many?
It's a little bit of a mystery, but I think it's related to the reimplementation of the Remain in Mexico policy, which is a bit of a misunderstanding. That policy has been dramatically changed on its implementation, and so when it is fully implemented this next week, it'll only provide room for 10 people a day out of the Yuma sector. So it's not going to dramatically change what we've got going on here, because that's about 1% of the traffic coming through. But I think it's that panic of trying to get in the country before that program goes back into effect.
Mayor, you've declared the local emergency, you said, to get ahead of what could be a humanitarian crisis, a burgeoning humanitarian crisis. What does that look like in your town?
Well, right now we've been very fortunate because since I've declared, the numbers have dropped and it's more manageable for Border Patrol. But should have they stayed at that level, you would have had hundreds, potentially thousands of people at a time that were looking for water, looking for food, walking through our community, but not just the city itself, but the surrounding agricultural areas. And so that's very important for us to make sure that those things don't happen because of the ancillary impacts to our healthcare system, impacts to just the general humanitarian issues that arrive when you have that many people without resources.